Japan's oldest doctor, the best nighttime drink for a younger brain and stronger heart. As we grow older, the brain and heart need more care than ever before. Doctors in Japan, a country known for its remarkable longevity, often point to one simple evening habit that makes a difference. It isn't medicine, and it isn't expensive. It is a warm, soothing drink, enjoyed before sleep, that calms the body, improves circulation, and quietly protects memory and heart strength. After 60, when aging begins to feel unavoidable, this nightly ritual may be one of the simplest ways to stay sharp, energized, and independent. The secret lies in what fills your cup before bedtime. If you want to protect your memory and keep your heart strong after 60, subscribe now for more trusted health guidance. Share this video with loved ones so they too can benefit from these timeless Japanese habits. Small daily choices can protect independence and strength for years to come. Warm barley tea, mujicha. In Japan, when the day winds down and the evening grows quiet, many households prepare a pot of warm barley tea, known as mujicha. Unlike coffee, black tea, or sweetened drinks, barley tea is naturally caffeine-free, mild in flavor, and gentle on the body. For centuries, it has been served to children, adults, and elders alike, often as the final drink before bed. Doctors in Japan often recommend it not only for its soothing qualities but also for its remarkable ability to protect the brain and heart. For people over 60, this simple nighttime ritual may be one of the most effective yet overlooked habits for staying sharp and strong. Barley tea is made by steeping roasted barley grains in hot water. The roasting gives it a warm, nutty aroma and a rich, comforting taste, without the bitterness of coffee or the sharpness of green tea. Because it contains no caffeine, it does not disturb sleep or overstimulate the nervous system. Instead, it relaxes the body, allowing the evening hours to become truly restorative. Doctors explain that good sleep is one of the foundations of healthy aging, and the drinks we choose before bedtime can either support or disrupt that process. Barley tea belongs firmly in the category of supportive habits. One of its most important qualities is its effect on hydration. Seniors often begin the night mildly dehydrated, as thirst sensation becomes weaker with age. Dehydration is a hidden cause of fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, and it can increase strain on the heart. Barley tea, being free of caffeine, hydrates without causing the frequent urination associated with coffee or black tea. This means that the body can restore fluid balance overnight, supporting circulation and brain function the following day. Doctors emphasize that hydration is just as critical for older adults as nutrition, and a warm cup of barley tea in the evening addresses this quietly but effectively. Beyond hydration, barley tea is rich in antioxidants. The roasting process enhances certain compounds that protect the body from oxidative stress, a process that damages cells and accelerates aging. Oxidative stress contributes to memory decline, heart disease, and stiffness in blood vessels. By including barley tea regularly, seniors give their bodies an extra line of defense against these slow, silent changes. Doctors studying nutrition in Japan often remark that simple, plant-based drinks like barley tea provide protective benefits that rival those of supplements, but in a more natural and gentle form. Barley tea is also known to improve circulation. Research has shown that compounds in barley help relax blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more smoothly. This is especially important after 60, when arteries often become stiffer and blood pressure tends to rise. Better circulation means more oxygen delivered to the brain and heart, both of which depend on steady supply to function well. Seniors who make barley tea a nightly habit often notice improvements in energy, mental clarity, and even sleep quality, because the body is better supplied with oxygen during rest. The digestive system also benefits from barley tea. Seniors often experience slower digestion or discomfort in the evening, particularly if dinner is heavier. Barley tea is naturally soothing to the stomach, helping food move more smoothly and reducing bloating. Its gentle warmth relaxes the digestive tract, while certain compounds from roasted barley promote balance in gut bacteria. Doctors point out that a healthy gut microbiome influences not only digestion but also mood and brain health, meaning that a nighttime cup of barley tea supports well-being on multiple levels. Another unique advantage is how barley tea affects cholesterol. Studies have shown that regular consumption of barley products helps lower LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol that contributes to clogged arteries. For seniors, this is particularly valuable, since high cholesterol is a leading risk factor for heart disease and stroke. By including barley tea in the evening, seniors can gently assist their body in managing cholesterol without adding medication or supplements. Doctors highlight this as one of the simplest, most natural ways to reduce cardiovascular risk. Barley tea is also naturally free of oxalates, compounds found in black and green teas that interfere with calcium absorption. This makes it safer for bone health, especially at night when the body is repairing bone tissue. Seniors are often advised to avoid drinks that block calcium in the evening, but barley tea avoids this problem entirely. Doctors in Japan recommend it as a safe evening option precisely because it does not interfere with the body's nightly cycle of repair. Culturally, barley tea is associated with comfort, family, and rest. In many Japanese households, it is the drink given to children before bed and the drink shared by elders after dinner. Its presence signals the end of the day and the transition into rest. For seniors, maintaining such rituals is valuable, as routine itself promotes stability in health. Doctors often emphasize that healthy aging is not only about nutrients but also about predictable, calming habits. A nightly cup of barley tea provides both. The flavor itself is another benefit. Seniors often grow sensitive to strong tastes or heavy foods at night. Barley tea's mild, slightly roasted flavor is gentle on the palate and does not overstimulate the senses. This makes it easier to enjoy regularly without discomfort. Some seniors even describe it as the taste of calm, a drink that provides satisfaction without any of the risks of caffeine or sugar. Over time, the benefits of barley tea accumulate. Seniors who drink it nightly often experience improved sleep, steadier blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and sharper memory. These changes may be subtle at first but become clear over months and years. Doctors who study Japanese elders note that consistency is the key. The benefits come not from one cup, but from a nightly pattern that builds resilience. In conclusion, warm barley tea, or mujicha, stands out as one of the best nighttime drinks for a younger brain and a stronger heart. It hydrates, protects against oxidative stress, improves circulation, supports digestion, lowers cholesterol, and safeguards bones. Unlike other evening drinks, it does not disrupt sleep, block calcium, or overstimulate the body. Doctors in Japan continue to recommend it as part of a long life filled with health and clarity. For seniors seeking a simple but powerful habit, filling the evening cup with barley tea may be one of the most valuable steps they can take toward preserving strength, memory, and independence. How it protects the brain. The brain is one of the organs most vulnerable to aging. After 60, many people notice subtle changes, forgetting names more easily, losing track of small details, or feeling mentally slower than before. Doctors explain that this happens because blood flow to the brain gradually decreases, oxidative stress damages brain cells, and the body produces fewer protective hormones during sleep. While these changes are natural, they are not entirely beyond our control. What we drink and eat can either accelerate the decline or slow it down. Barley tea, taken regularly at night, supports the brain in ways that are both simple and powerful. The first way barley tea helps is by improving circulation. The brain relies on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through blood vessels. If these vessels are stiff or narrowed, less blood reaches the brain, which affects memory and focus. Barley tea contains compounds that gently relax blood vessels, making it easier for blood to flow. For seniors, this means the brain receives more oxygen during sleep, when repair and memory processing are most active. Doctors note that circulation is a cornerstone of brain health, and supporting it with something as simple as a nightly cup of tea makes a measurable difference over time. Another key benefit comes from its antioxidants. Oxidative stress occurs when unstable molecules called free radicals damage cells. In the brain, this stress accelerates the loss of neurons and contributes to conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Barley tea is rich in antioxidants formed during the roasting of the barley grain. These antioxidants neutralize free radicals, protecting brain cells from damage. Doctors describe this as reducing rusting in the brain, slowing the wear and tear that comes with age. For seniors, this protection preserves not only memory but also clarity of thought and mood stability. The effect on sleep is equally important. Sleep is the time when the brain processes the day's information, clears out waste products, and builds new connections between cells. Poor or restless sleep interrupts these processes, leading to memory lapses and confusion. Caffeinated drinks like black tea or coffee disturb sleep, but barley tea is naturally free of caffeine. Its warm, soothing nature encourages relaxation, making it easier to fall into deep, restorative rest. Doctors emphasize that good sleep is one of the most powerful tools for protecting the brain. By choosing barley tea at night, seniors give their brain the environment it needs to repair and stay sharp. Barley tea also supports the gut-brain connection, a relationship that has gained much attention in recent years. The gut microbiome, the collection of bacteria living in the digestive tract, communicates directly with the brain through chemical signals. When the gut is balanced, these signals promote calmness, focus, and emotional stability. When the gut is disrupted, the brain suffers with anxiety, brain fog, and reduced memory. Compounds in barley tea encourage healthy gut bacteria, supporting this delicate connection. For seniors, this means fewer mood swings, steadier focus, and improved resilience against stress. Another advantage is its role in reducing inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the silent drivers of cognitive decline. In the brain, it damages neurons and reduces the efficiency of connections. Barley tea contains anti-inflammatory compounds that help calm this process. Doctors who study diet and brain health often point to inflammation as a critical target, and foods or drinks that reduce it are considered protective. Seniors who include barley tea regularly may not feel the effects immediately, but over time, reduced inflammation helps preserve memory and mental clarity. The hydration effect of barley tea also plays a role in brain function. Even mild dehydration can reduce attention, reaction time, and memory. Seniors are particularly vulnerable because the sensation of thirst decreases with age. By making barley tea a nightly habit, hydration is restored before sleep, preventing the brain from working under stress. Doctors explain that well-hydrated brains perform better, process information more clearly, and maintain healthier tissue. Studies in Japan support these findings. Research observing older adults who drink barley tea regularly has shown improved markers of circulation, reduced blood pressure, and better reported sleep quality. While most of the studies focus on heart health, doctors emphasize that these same improvements extend directly to the brain. Better circulation, reduced stress, and deeper rest all contribute to sharper memory and slower cognitive decline. The practical impact for seniors is noticeable in daily life. Those who include barley tea in the evening often report clearer thinking in the morning, fewer headaches, and less mental fatigue. Over time, these small improvements build into real protection, helping preserve independence and quality of life. Doctors highlight that maintaining brain function after 60 is not about drastic measures but about steady, consistent habits, exactly the kind of support provided by a nightly cup of barley tea. In conclusion, barley tea protects the brain through multiple pathways. It improves circulation, reduces oxidative stress, calms inflammation, hydrates tissues, and promotes restorative sleep. It also supports the gut-brain connection, giving both physical and emotional stability. For people over 60, when memory and focus begin to feel more fragile, these benefits are invaluable. Doctors studying longevity often say that protecting the brain begins with protecting the small daily choices that shape its environment. By ending the day with a cup of barley tea, seniors give their brain the care it needs to stay younger, clearer, and stronger for years to come. How it strengthens the heart. The heart is at the center of health, and after 60, protecting it becomes one of the most important priorities. Doctors remind seniors that while age naturally stiffens arteries and raises the risk of high blood pressure, daily habits can either worsen or ease the strain. Among those habits, what you drink at night makes a surprising difference. Barley tea, long recommended by Japanese doctors, is one of the simplest evening choices to protect the heart. Its compounds support blood vessels, regulate cholesterol, and help the body rest in ways that directly strengthen cardiovascular health. One of the first benefits of barley tea for the heart is its effect on blood pressure. Seniors often face a gradual rise in blood pressure due to reduced elasticity in arteries. This stiffness forces the heart to work harder to pump blood through the body. Barley tea contains compounds that help relax and widen blood vessels, improving circulation and easing strain on the heart. Doctors note that even small improvements in blood vessel flexibility lower the risk of heart attacks and strokes. For seniors, this means each cup of barley tea in the evening is a small act of protection. Another critical effect is on cholesterol levels. High LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol, builds up in arteries, forming plaques that reduce blood flow and increase the risk of blockages. Barley tea is made from roasted barley grains, which are naturally rich in compounds that help lower LDL levels while supporting HDL, the good cholesterol that clears fat from the bloodstream. Doctors highlight that lowering LDL and raising HDL together is one of the strongest strategies for protecting the heart. By making barley tea a nightly ritual, seniors add a quiet but consistent defense against this silent risk. Barley tea is also a natural anti-inflammatory. Chronic inflammation contributes to the development of heart disease by damaging artery walls and making it easier for cholesterol to stick and form plaques. The antioxidants in barley tea help calm this inflammation, protecting arteries from gradual injury. Doctors studying Japanese longevity note that inflammation is often reduced not by powerful drugs but by steady, simple dietary habits. Barley tea is one of these habits, offering ongoing protection without side effects. Hydration is another factor in heart health. When the body is dehydrated, blood becomes thicker, forcing the heart to pump harder. This increases the risk of strain, especially in older adults whose cardiovascular systems are less resilient. Because barley tea is caffeine-free, it hydrates the body before sleep without the diuretic effect of coffee or black tea. This gentle hydration supports the heart during the night, making it easier for circulation to remain steady. Doctors emphasize that proper hydration is one of the simplest, yet most overlooked, forms of heart protection. Rest is equally important. During sleep, blood pressure naturally dips, giving the heart time to recover from the demands of the day. Drinks that contain caffeine disrupt this pattern, keeping pressure elevated and preventing the heart from resting fully. Barley tea, however, encourages relaxation and restful sleep. This nightly reset of blood pressure is crucial for long-term heart health. Doctors studying sleep and cardiovascular disease often point to poor rest as one of the strongest risk factors for heart attacks and strokes. A caffeine-free drink like barley tea avoids this risk, instead supporting the body's natural rhythms of repair. Scientific studies confirm these benefits. Research in Japan has found that older adults who drink barley-based beverages regularly tend to have lower blood pressure, healthier cholesterol profiles, and fewer complaints of circulation problems. While much of the evidence is observational, the patterns are consistent. Barley tea contributes to stronger cardiovascular health. Doctors explain that it is not one single compound but the combination of antioxidants, minerals, and hydration that work together to protect the heart. The practical benefits are felt in daily life. Seniors who replace evening coffee, black tea, or alcohol with barley tea often notice steadier energy, less swelling in the legs or feet, and fewer nighttime palpitations. These small changes reflect real improvements in how the heart is working. Over years, such consistent habits reduce the risk of heart disease and extend the period of life lived with strength and independence. In conclusion, barley tea strengthens the heart through multiple pathways. It relaxes blood vessels, lowers harmful cholesterol, calms inflammation, hydrates the body, and supports restful sleep. Each of these benefits is valuable on its own, but together they create a powerful shield against cardiovascular decline. For seniors over 60, when heart disease becomes one of the greatest risks, this nightly ritual can provide remarkable protection. Doctors in Japan often describe barley tea not as a luxury but as a daily medicine, gentle, natural, and deeply effective. By ending the day with a cup of this simple drink, seniors give their heart the rest, nourishment, and strength it needs to continue beating steadily for years to come. Why it is safer than other nighttime drinks. Evening drinks are often chosen for comfort, a cup of coffee for warmth, black or green tea for taste, or even a glass of wine to relax. Yet doctors warn that most of these choices carry risks for people over 60, especially when consumed before bedtime. The problem lies in how they affect sleep, calcium balance, and cardiovascular health. Barley tea, on the other hand, avoids these pitfalls, making it one of the safest evening options for seniors. Coffee is one of the most common nighttime drinks, but it contains high amounts of caffeine. For seniors, caffeine lingers in the body much longer than it does in younger adults. A cup of coffee at night can delay sleep, reduce deep rest, and keep blood pressure elevated. Doctors emphasize that this disrupts the body's nightly repair cycle, preventing bones, the brain, and the heart from recovering. Over time, poor sleep weakens memory and increases cardiovascular strain. Barley tea contains no caffeine at all, which means it encourages rest rather than interrupting it. Black and green teas are also popular choices. While they are rich in antioxidants, they still contain caffeine and compounds called tannins. Tannins interfere with the absorption of minerals, especially calcium. At night, when the body is repairing bone tissue, drinks high in tannins can reduce calcium balance, increasing the risk of osteoporosis. Doctors in Japan often caution elders to avoid black and green tea after sunset, recommending barley tea instead. It provides antioxidants without the hidden costs to bone health or sleep. Alcohol is another drink some seniors use to unwind. While it may create initial drowsiness, alcohol actually disrupts sleep quality, leading to frequent awakenings and lighter rest. It also increases the risk of dehydration, which stresses the heart and can trigger nighttime palpitations. Doctors studying aging emphasize that alcohol at night accelerates cognitive decline and cardiovascular strain rather than protecting against it. Barley tea, in contrast, hydrates the body and supports circulation without any of these risks. Sugary drinks, such as soda or juice, are sometimes chosen in the evening as well. These create rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes that disturb sleep and encourage fat storage. After 60, when insulin sensitivity is reduced, this pattern makes weight control more difficult and increases the risk of diabetes. Barley tea contains no sugar, is naturally low in calories, and does not disturb blood sugar balance. In short, most evening drinks come with hidden drawbacks: caffeine that disrupts rest, tannins that steal calcium, alcohol that damages sleep, or sugar that worsens metabolism. Barley tea avoids all of these. Doctors describe it as neutral in risk, rich in benefit. It hydrates, soothes, and protects the body at precisely the time it needs care the most. For seniors looking to enjoy a nightly ritual without unintended harm, barley tea is the safer and smarter choice. How to make and enjoy it daily. One of the reasons barley tea has been a trusted evening ritual in Japan for generations is its simplicity. Unlike complicated recipes or supplements, it requires only roasted barley grains and water. This makes it easy to prepare, affordable, and sustainable as a daily habit for seniors who want long-term benefits for the brain and heart. To make barley tea, roasted barley grains are placed in hot water and steeped until the flavor becomes warm and nutty. Some prefer a stronger brew, while others enjoy a lighter taste. In Japan, it is often prepared in larger batches and kept in the refrigerator for the family to drink throughout the day, then gently warmed in the evening. For nighttime use, many elders prefer it warm, as the gentle heat relaxes the stomach and signals to the body that it is time to rest. Consistency is the key. Doctors in Japan emphasize that the health benefits of barley tea build slowly over time. 1 cup will not transform brain health or strengthen the heart overnight. But by making it a nightly ritual, the protective effects accumulate. Seniors who drink it daily report steadier sleep, more energy upon waking, and greater clarity in thought. Over months and years, these small advantages become powerful shields against decline. Barley tea can also become a meaningful part of routine. Many seniors find comfort in the act of preparing the tea itself. The aroma of roasted barley filling the kitchen, the warmth of the cup in the hands, and the quiet moment before bed all provide a sense of peace. Doctors remind us that health is not only physical but also emotional, and nightly rituals like this reduce stress and provide stability. The tea is naturally caffeine-free, sugar-free, and calorie-free, making it safe for daily use even for those managing blood pressure, diabetes, or weight. Unlike other drinks, there are no limits to frequency or timing. Still, doctors suggest that 1 to 2 cups in the evening are enough to enjoy the benefits without discomfort. In conclusion, preparing and enjoying barley tea daily is simple, soothing, and deeply beneficial. It requires no special equipment, only intention and consistency. For seniors seeking to protect their brain, heart, and independence, this nightly ritual may be one of the most valuable habits to embrace.